Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to another meditation with St. Teresa of Avila as we continue to enter into her interior mansion where our beloved dwells. We began a few weeks ago thinking about our childhood, kind of standing at the threshold of this mansion and recalling that as children, all things were mystery. The innocence of life. God just seems so close and magical. And then we moved into adolescence, where the ways of the world began to draw us like a magnet, perhaps drawing us away from who we really were, where we maybe got tripped up a little bit and caught up in the ways of the world and forgot, lost touch with, became disconnected. And we reflected on perhaps what it was like just to return to that place, refamiliarize ourselves with what that might be, with who we might be, underneath all of that other stuff. Today we continue our reflection as we kind of step into the castle for the first time and take a look around and rest in that first taste of the place. And so I invite you to settle in to your meditation space. I'm going to turn the monitor to our reflection candle as I will guide us into and out of our meditation today. I'm really glad you're here with me. So I invite you to take a couple of deep breaths. It's Friday afternoon. It's time to let go of the day. It's time to rest into your space and your place and to allow yourself the gift of this time. Breathe into your body. Breathe into your heart as we awaken to what we most need to hear from St. Teresa of Avila today. As Teresa speaks to us, as to what good qualities there may be in our souls, or who dwells within them, or how precious they are, those are things which we seldom consider, and so we trouble little about carefully preserving the soul's beauty. And our reflection. Teresa often lamented the fact that we do not understand ourselves or know who we are. Becoming so bound up with our worldly identity, we forget about our divine nature. To say we have souls because our religious traditions have told us so is not good enough. We must actively inquire about, uncover, and come to know our souls. Comparing the soul to a clear crystal castle with many rooms, Teresa wrote that there are some above, others below, others at each side, and in the center and the midst of them all is the chief mansion where the most secret things pass between the beloved and the soul. It is our divine responsibility, she maintained, to explore this castle, to come to know who resides at its center. And it is our responsibility to persevere with this ongoing discovery and eternal relationship that exists with our divine self. It is our duty to recognize how truly precious we are and to see all other beings as equally precious. This is not a linear journey from the outer rooms to the center room. No, this journey is an eternal spiral. Sometimes we enter the room of past wounds, sometimes the room of peaceful meditation. There is no room where the door becomes closed, no matter how far advanced we are on our spiritual path. Teresa wrote, "There are many ways of being. If we are intent on discovering our true nature, then we must also be prepared to enter all the rooms. To be sure, some will be more pleasant than others. But no matter what we discover about ourselves, we must remember that in the eyes of the Beloved, there is nothing wrong with us, and there never has been. The ego need not do anything but simply allow the love to flow through. For it is not by doing that love gets done. Rather, it is by being that love simply happens." And now for our meditation. Falling into a place of peaceful being, let all thoughts subside. Imagine before you a beautiful crystal castle. See how it reflects all spectrums of light. Allow yourself to wander through this castle without any agenda or desire, simply being and flowing in the love emanating from the center. Let yourself be absorbed by this love and look at your own preciousness in the same way that the Beloved looks at you. as to what good qualities there may be in our souls, or who dwells within them, or how precious they are. Those are the things which we seldom consider, and so we trouble little about carefully preserving the soul's beauty. Well, friends, I think now more than ever, it's so important for us to get in touch with who we are. Get in touch with our real selves, with our inner selves, the self where God dwells. And this contemplation helps us do that. So that today's meditation invited us to rest in ourselves, even in those times that might feel uncomfortable, when we encounter something that might feel a bit uncomfortable. Rest with that, without judgment, without criticism, just awareness. And so I invite you to practice that this next week, to be sitting in that awareness of wherever you are, of whatever you're about. It's all okay. May you be able to rest in that and find that peace that we know is dwelling inside. May you carry that peace into this weekend and into next week. I invite you to join me on Monday for prayer and another meditation as we continue learning together how to embrace who we are on any given day. May you find peace and may you find rest. Namaste.